to get us going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Fires it on the move, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Quick 3rd down test on this opening drive of the game. A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on 3rd down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. We finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget a still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Ohio State 7, Oregon 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Looking to throw it on third and very long. It's another deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Using his legs. It's Peoples. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play. Bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Sayan. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And there's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the point after is right down the middle.
14, Oregon, 0.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Moore. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Ducks lining up here on first and 10. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw yet again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Close to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
It's the grab. It's Moore. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Stringing first downs together now. They've got it at the 48. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's a dart to the left side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Moore. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw again. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from their 44 after that incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Wide open downfield. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.